With the recent rise of technological advancements in the field of media or journalism in general, na-incorporate nito sa iba't ibang trabaho ng field that can be either used for the good or can be incorporated for the bad.
Yes, true yan. Kahit pa sabihin natin na may positive effects ito, as many netizens have said online, it puts a dangerous precedent in the field of media itself.
At mas lalo pa nga nagkakaroon ng buzz sa issue na ito kasi nga nung around 2 weeks ago, nag-announce ang GMA that they will be incorporating AI sportscasters to their NCAA Season 99 broadcast na pinangalan pa nilang Maya at Marco. Gagamit sila dito ng image generation at text-to-speech synthesis generation at kasama pa dito at deep face learning technology na gagamitan pa nila para sa paggamit ng AI sportscasters.
Yes, actually nakita ko rin yan kagaya ng iba. But guess what? We'll tackle more of this throughout the rest of the podcast with a very special guest that is well versed in the field of casting and media. I am Chelsea,
And I am Ernest.
and we welcome you to If You Know You Know's first ever podcast episode named I Know Right. And to introduce our guest, he is currently a caster and analyst in the Mobile Legends Professional League, and he also obtained his communication degree in the University of Santo Tomas, where he was part of organizations such as the AB Student Council and Teletiger Esports. Now we welcome no other than Mr. Sonah Galeria.
Hi guys, hi Chelsea and hi Ernest. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hans, for being here tonight. And para naman hindi masyadong mabigat kasi nga yung nabanggit mo nga bago tayo mag-record, mabigat yung topic na itatakal natin for today. So, tatanungin namin, how was your stay in the MPL been so far? Since I think around 3 seasons ka na din nagkakas no, for MPL since season 10.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Parang every single time na like nasa buong MPL ako. I started in season 10, by the way. We're already at our 12th season, and I should say na parang nung season 10, of course, I was a rookie and there were so many things na parang kailangan ko pa matutunan. And then later on, I mean, I can't say na I've learned everything na. Pero the progress keeps getting better. And yung support din sa league is tremendous enough para for us to sustain it for a lot of seasons more. So hopefully it does that. So thankful ako sa experience.
Yeah, pero balikan naman natin, when you were in UST, na-mention sa credentials kanina, naging part ka rin ng Teletigers, Esports, and AB Student Council. So, paano ka nahon ng mga organizations na to when it comes to casting?
Oh, funny story about it was I wasn't taken. As in, ano lang talaga, nag-try out talaga ako for it. Kasi parang inisip ko back then, gusto ko talaga na mag-dive into sports. And then since, nagkaroon nga ng pandemic and unfortunately all sports events were stopped, I had to find another way. Like, humanap ako ng ibang branch to like, which is like similar to sports but quite different, and then nagkaroon ng opportunity for Teletigers first thing, and then I tried out to be one of their commentators. I didn't have any experience before, pero sabi ko okay lang, shoot, I'm gonna go for it kasi sayang naman, 'di ba? Sayang naman. It's like a similar field already, so I'm gonna go for it. Yun, and the rest was history.
Ayun nga, so nabanggit mo na similar side of sports ang esports. And since we're on the topic of casting na rin, to give our viewers a general knowledge, as we mentioned earlier, yung pag-introduce ng GMA to the utilization of AI sportscasters rather, named Maya and Marco to their NCAA Season 99 broadcast. And while you're on the esports side of sports naman, which you mentioned nga earlier, is similar naman to the field of sports itself, ano thoughts mo sa issue na ito, yung pag-integrate ng AI sportscasters sa sports in general?
Dude, nung nasa trabaho kami, I was like, as in, bago kami mag-cast ito, it was like MPL, I don't know what season, maybe week 2, maybe week 3. And then, nakita ng isa sa amin yung news. I think it was like a post, and then si Chantal yata yung nakakita. Sabi niya na, uy, meron ganito, meron pinost yung GMA na ganito, ganyan. Tapos parang kami, what? Really? Kumbaga, di ba, lagi nating biro na parang, it's gonna happen soon. Kasi the future is now, mga ganun. Pero, we didn't think it to be this soon, to be that fast na, ba't ganun? Parang, ang weird because of course, kung may isip namin, kasi diba, pag sa MPL Philippines, as a caster, you have to memorize a lot of skills, names ng heroes. You also have to take note of the players and yung mechanics, even the emblems. And if we're gonna be thinking about like AI sportscasters, I honestly feel like they'll easily memorize it all. 'Di ba? Alam nila lahat ng skills. It's gonna be super easy for them. Pero you're gonna remove the soul out of the cast. Like, what, parang walang kaluluwa yung walang kaluluwa yung sinasabi. I don't even know if they know what they're saying. I mean, they know what they're saying, but do they know? Like, do you get what I mean? Parang gets ba nila? Yun. So, at this point, sobrang nagulat kami. Pero, I mean, it's probably something that they're just trying out. Pero knowing the backlash ng nangyari, I don't know if it's gonna happen for another season, but who knows?
Yun nga, yung nabanggit mo kanina na there holds a precedent or parang may mawawala yung soul, quote-unquote, sa casting in general. So, what precedent or implication does it hold yung pagkakaroon or pag-integrate rather ng AI to broadcast in the field of sports casting or casting in general?
I mean, for sportscasters kasi, specifically sa shoutcasting, what we usually do in terms of AI is not put it in the talking side. We put it in like the whole program in itself. Like for example, whenever we do analysis, there's pieces of information na pinapresent right after the game itself, and then that's what you call the API, an automatic thing that could put all of like the items kung ano yung ginamit nila na hindi na kailangan manu-manuhin. So again, that's AI. That's what makes our jobs easier without compromising what we do. But in the case of having AI sportscasters, parang it's heavily compromised, the thing that we do over at shoutcasting. I mean, it's a challenge kasi of course, 'di ba? Kaya nga meron din mga memes on the other side na parang hindi mo naman daw makikita to. Have you guys seen the trend? I don't know if you have. The parang AI sportscasters are of course perfect beings, like they won't say anything wrong. Pero pagdating ng mga kalokohan, yung mga memeable, is that even a word? Yung mga memeable stuff, then dun papasok yung parang engagement ng mga tao. What makes this so funny? What makes it so unique and relatable to a bunch of other people? So, yeah.
Pero according to GMA, Marco and Maya are presenters, not journalists, quote-unquote, presenters. So technically, hindi daw nila papalitan yung mga journalists. And nagdagdag naman din GMA ng 12 new courtside reporters na tao naman talaga. So anong comments mo dito, and is their AI-generated presenters an example of quote-unquote media innovation, or is it simply tone deaf to integrate such AI sportscasters?
Hmm. Let me go back to your statement a while ago. There's 12, right? There's 12
Yes,
courtside
12.
reporters.
Yes.
So why do you need two extra? Why do you need two extra? How many teams are in the NCAA? There's 10. Sobra ka pa ng dalawa because you added 12 sportscasters. Mahihirapan ka na i-juggle yung 12 courtside reporters na yun into kung saan mo sila ipa-plot, where they gonna go. And then you're gonna add two more people na alam mo yun, parang it doesn't make sense to me kasi andyan na sila mismo. If the reason is like ganito, siguro kasi this is how you do it, parang siguro yun yung naiisip ko na reason nila na para smooth yung flow, hindi stutter ng stutter or like magkaroon ng any sort of mistake, pero that removes the soul of it. Just like what I said a while ago, na parang yung oo, gets, alam mo na lahat. Pero how do you execute it? How do you make sure na maririnig ng tao yung sinasabi? And sure ka ba napapakinggan ka? Kasi based on how the AI sportscasters, or should I say courtside, say it, di ba? Tayo nga minsan, pag nakikinig tayo sa TikTok ng mga, alam mo yun, yung mga yung mga videos na merong AI na nagsasalita, it's either we cringe or we don't listen to it at all and skip it. Kasi wala parang there's no humanizing point to it. Like, gets, okay, thank you, we got the information. Pero it's not as, okay, I'll listen to this one. Ganon. So, it removes the interest out of it.
Yeah, actually, listening to what you were saying earlier nga, merong mga tumatak sa akin. Like, for example, na parang, do they actually know what they're saying? I mean, they can say it, but do they actually understand what they're saying? And I feel like, parang sinasabi natin na we didn't expect for it to come this soon. And I think it's also kind of hard kasi people are kind of having problems with trusting journalists taking credibility for what we say, and to have someone na hindi natin alam if alam ba talaga nila yung sinasabi nila, parang how would it impact people kaya naman 'di ba when GMA introduced their AI sportscaster, it drew flack no, even yung UP Broadcasting Association found it alarming. According to them, innovative technologies like AI that do not put humans in the center are no innovation at all. What are your thoughts on this? And will the impacts of AI generated technology be negative, or can they actually be positive in the field of hosting, casting, and journalism in general?
You know what? I like na you pointed out yung sa journalism. Because again, I'm gonna go back to my point a while ago na ang ganap from this one is you don't see AI na sumusuong sa baha para bigyan tayo ng balita. There's never been that point. Like walang ganong klase ng and very much intertwined lang ang casting using sports and also journalism in itself. Na there are always going to be brave people na maghanap talaga ng information to try to give you the truth because of course that's what journalism is about, truth and nothing but it. But if you're going to be talking about AI, there are of course some modifications na pwedeng gawin. There's like of course it's artificial intelligence, it probably knows everything, pero um you can program it the way na gusto mong mag-isip yung artificial intelligence na yun, 'di ba? Of course that's what we also have kasi meron naman tayong konsensya. We do have the freedom and the free will na mag-isip kung ano yung meron tayo. But again, yung mga ganong klase ng balita na ilalagay natin siya in a sense na yung kailangan talaga ng tao. News flash, for example. You won't expect someone like an AI na, oo, magsa-search ganyan. Okay, sige, bibigyan ka ng information, this and that. Pero yung nandun talaga mismo, the feel of being there, na the news is being delivered to you, making sure na updated ka sa lahat ng bagay. It's something, it's the essence of having of having journalists na gaya nga ng sinabi nyo is something that's very important nowadays kasi 'di ba we know the world now. It's an evil world out there pero we try our best to live by.
And ayun, yung nabanggit mo kanina in the first part of the podcast na yung paggamit nyo ng API para mag-compile ng mga stats na ginagamit nyo for casting. And yung based on our research din na ginawa namin, parang may mga gumagamit na din ng AI-powered cameras, tapos para ma-maintain din yung fair play and cheating, ginagamitan na din ng AI. So in your opinion, how should AI-generated technologies be used in the field of sportscasting, or should we even be using these kinds of technologies at all?
Yes, we should. Because again, I can't deny na it's been helping us so much. If AI doesn't exist, I don't know where MPL will be today. Like, I'm telling you right now. Kasi ang laking tulong talaga na we do have stats na pwede naming aralin, pwede naming i-review in case magkakaroon kami ng moments na, okay, this team is gonna be playing against this one. We need information. We need something. So, tsaka sasala ngayon yung tsaka sasala ngayon yung API just to make sure na everything's on track, everything's on check, na it's very much accurate, tendencies are there, di ba? So, yes, we do need AI as of this moment, lalo na the world is super modernized now, and sobrang dami ng mga bagay na like kailangan talaga natin pagtuunan ng pansin. On the flip side, if we're gonna be talking about like yung what we do, speaking, maybe don't let AI speak, but let AI work behind the scenes. Parang ganun ang approach ko sa kanya. Kasi if like this one, diba? Just imagine if you're talking to AI right now. You'd get what he's saying, pero is it interesting enough? Like do you want na alam mo yun? Parang ako iniisip ko na makikipag-usap ako sa AI parang ang weird. Si Siri nga minsan, 'di ba? Na minsan nawi-weirdohan na ako pag nakakausap ko siya. But again, it's something na talagang super important in like sportscasting and media in general kasi yun yung nagpapadali ng trabaho natin as people who want to deliver the news, whether it's in journalism, whether it's in sports, whether it's in esports, it's all of the same thing. Pero pag ang ano, pag ang point is more on the talking side, you leave it to the ones who can talk and are willing to relay the message that rather than the established ones who already know everything. Kasi what's the ano, 'di ba? Kumbaga, what's the thrill of people who already know everything? Like, doon nawawala yung soul. Doon nawawala yung essence nung sinasabi. Compared to people na who does the research, who puts in the work, who actually goes to places para to show you the situation na parang, uy, dito may bagyo, uy, dito parang may lava thing. You don't see AI do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, na-mention mo kanina na we do need AI, and at this point in the digital age, we can't deny na we really use AI and we need it lalo na for technical things. Pero you also said na don't let AI speak. And I think it all boils down to that point. Kasi especially being a courtside reporter, imagine ang daming universities and then magkakast lang sila ng 12. So how competitive that must be. Pero makikita mo na someone that's not human, that didn't compete for it, like is doing the job that you want. So I think, oo, yun nga talaga na it's really essential to use AI at this point in time, pero baka nga we shouldn't let AI speak and let a human do the human job. But in general, how should the field of both sports and esports properly utilize AI technologies to prevent backlashes from happening? Kasi natong paglabas ng AI sportscaster, medyo grabe yung flack na na-receive from people. So, what do you think should be the proper way to handle this situation?
Um, Probably more on the production side. Like, yun talaga yung nakikita ko in terms of utilization ng AI kasi it's been doing a pretty good job. It helps us na, again, mas maging okay yung work, mas makita mo na, okay, ito pala yun. And another flexible point is, for example, when we go through like basketball, volleyball, you'd love to see action in not just in one angle. And I think sa NBA, ginagawa na siya na parang nire-replicate talaga nila yung moment na paano nangyari yung shot. Right? Kung paano na-hit yung buzzer beater, what did he do before the start of the game. Even in 2K, di ba? If you guys saw 2K, like, merong instant replay, AI does the work there too. Nandun mismo, kita mo na kaagad na if you want to make it, it helps a bunch of content creators do the work. So, sa mga ganong klaseng ng bagay, it sounds simple, pero it's very, it's very complex na pwede ka mag-branch out ng one idea to another na hindi mo tatamaan yung ginagawa ng tao. Gets? Kasi parang ano lang din tao lang din siguro yung magde-decide kung gagamitin ba natin siya behind the scenes or on cam. Kasi it's the decision that of course the higher ups came up with. Kaya we are in this scenario right now na okay, we have AI courtside reporters. It wouldn't be there kung hindi rin Jumi yung tao, 'di ba? So parang it's really up to us. But at the same time, I honestly feel like marami pa tayong pwedeng gawin with AI helping us. Just not that one. Just not that one.
Ayun, yung nabanggit ko din kanina na parang yung jumijinga lahat ng higher ups ng GMA with this idea. And even after they receive flack, parang madami din sila nilabas na article defending yung pag-utilize ng AI sportscasters na hindi naman daw ito papalitan ng, hindi naman daw nila papalitan yung tao. And quote-unquote, groundbreaking initiative daw ito to demonstrate innovation in journalism. But given the realities ng industry, as Chelsea mentioned kanina na tayong tao pa nga lang, medyo nahihirapan na maniwala yung mga tao sa atin. Paano pa kaya sa mga AI? Pero mukhang parang 50-50 din kasi parang may ibang okay yung paggamit ng AI as sportscasters, may ibang karamihan na ayaw din. Pero yun nga, given yung realities ng industry na to na parang sobrang dami ng kinakalaban in itself with the recent shutdown of ABS dati, tapos ngayon parang sobrang limited na ng careers or positions in the industry. Parang how does this kind of innovation affect the future of media, casting, or hosting in general?
It's big. It's gonna affect in like a massive way. Why do we even pay reporters? Why do we even pay newscasters, sports people? And that's not good for us kasi this is our bread and butter. Ito yung ginagawa natin for most of the time and it's very important to us. And you can't deny it helps us. Nakakatulong talaga siya in a sense. Pero tulong lang, 'di ba? Wag overtake, wag overwhelm na abot sa point na oh shoot, I'm gonna lose my job tomorrow. I wonder why. This, you can help, but don't overtake or take over. People know na it shouldn't be one. Na pwede siyang stop, pwede siyang gamitin in like other scenarios or in other moments na kung gusto mo ng AI something, I don't know where you put it, pero I don't have any other idea. Kasi yun nga yung point ko. You shouldn't put AI sportscasters. You shouldn't make them talk. Kasi wala. Parang, di ba, kung gusto mo ng maangas na delivery, AI can't do that. Kung gusto mo ng memorized lahat, maybe we're gonna lack a little bit of it. They're gonna remember it, pero yung execution, it's gonna be on us. AI can't do ad-libs. That's it.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Pero the bottom line of this whole conversation is, do you think the whole AI sportscaster idea should be accepted already in some way? Or dapat ba i-continue natin yung pag-voice out ng mga concerns natin regarding this? Or is there a better way to handle this? How should we handle this new innovation or new co-workers even in the field?
Sa akin, honestly, I love that so many people are voicing out their opinions about it. Kasi it showcases like people like us who are in the field of talking for a living is, kumbaga hindi kami mag-isa. Na we're pissed off about it. Like, nagugulat kami na ba't may ganyan, ba't may ganito. But still, it, removes the fact na, okay, hindi naman pala kami na sa puwera. Kumbaga, hindi naman kami, kumbaga they still think of having human sportscasters. They're still thinking na, okay, these people can deliver better than artificial intelligence. So that's a good thing for us. In terms of like, kung, yun nga, voicing out their opinions, it's there. Pero yung kung paano ba siya in like the near future, we'll probably let, NCAA try it out for a season. Kasi it's either sila mismo yung discover niyan within themselves na, oh shoot, this doesn't work. Na parang, we're losing something, na nawawala yung ganito, ganyan. Or if they're just thinking of like the program itself na smooth lang siya, walang buhay, ganun. Di ba? They're gonna continue with it. Kasi kahit paano, as I said a while ago, whether it's good or bad, it makes their job easier. Di ba? Na parang, ang dali ng buhay eh. Hindi mo kailangan mag-isip ng script. Una sa lahat, hindi mo kailangan na tawagin sa call time yung mga courtside reporters kasi nandiyan naman na, tatapikin mo na lang yung AI. So, yes, merong moments na of course nakakaba pa rin. Pero it's gonna be up to them. Kasi kung tayo nandun tayo sa pwesto nila, obviously we won't do it. I won't do it personally. Kasi kaya ko naman eh. Carry naman eh, di ba? Pero ayun nga, meron siyang pros and cons. And I honestly think the people who are there after the groundbreaking thing realize it later on.
Yeah, so ayon, we heard it from someone from the field himself. Yes, we are fine with AI, but please don't let us lose our jobs. And that wraps up our very first Information Field podcast with Hans. Once again, we would like to thank you for being here today. And if you want to plug your social media and future events, go lang, please feel free to do so.
Alright. Hello. Kasi masyado ang seryoso kanina. But you guys can follow my socials at Hans Galeria. You can check me at MPL Philippines then. I do English and Filipino. So, bahala na kayo kung saan manonood. Gusto niyo ako abutan doon. And please support every single podcast that does this. Because, it's better if you know something. You learn something new every day. And, of course, thank you guys for inviting me. It's an honor. Sana you learned not so much. Kasi, kumbaga alam nyo na kung ano yung mga sinabi ko kanina. But, yeah. Hope you guys had fun. Because I did. Thank you.
Thank you then so much, Hans. And we learned so much kasi nga kahit alam na namin yung mismong sinasabi mo, parang it gives us a whole new level of insight and credibility kasi nanggaling mismo sa'yo from someone who is well-versed na in the field of casting. And ayun, to wrap up our podcast, feel free to stay tuned for our future episodes through our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok accounts, all named If You Know, You Know. And we heard that our next episode will be quote-unquote very confidential. So Yeah, once again, I am Ernest.
And I am Chelsea, and this is I Know Right.